magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
I struggle to see the sense of it.
Surely we shan't let the crows pass the magic. Let it be silenced instead.
Your aid would be appreciated.
I'll save you!
Though worthy of caution, not save our best will do.
Of course.
Allow me. This foe shall fall by mine. Our victory is assured.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master.
Where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our... foes.
Battle is best avoided here.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
did my best to match your skill, Master.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon. At least I know I am up to the challenge.
You must not let down our... What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness.
The face in the world from above in the seafloor shrine.
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom. If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Go where your help is needed.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I know what to do. Together now. The time has run.
Our fast will back through, and our glory shall fall! down, Khan! Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
I will finish this, here and now. As the Arisen commands, so must the command. Show some haste. Difficult to explain, but I feel as if I am possessed of a greater power.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Prison has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! Thank you for healing me.
Dead, quail before curative magics.
It seems a contradiction, but it might be worth a try.
Power surges within me. What fell from the beast is its last. Is ours. Focus your attack.
My fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Here, the enchantment's cold, breathe our foes. become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Rathea speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the Seafloor Shrine?
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms! Battle is best avoided.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Wife say.
Let my magic grant you an elemental food. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Is that order absolute? I struggle to make sense of it.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phaesus' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. Perhaps this too is Lord Phaesus' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Athea speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the Seafloor Shrine?
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom. I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet I shall defend our master's world all the same. Stout undead!
Such fiends quail before holy light!
The rhythm has been torched! Quick, douse the flames!
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
I will fix here and now.
Let my magic imbue your...
Every turn, I know what to do. I merely did as duty demands.
I'll save you!
We need not concern ourselves with strategy. Whatever we do, our victory is assured. Very well. I shall return.
What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, we do not serve a purpose.
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Well done, Master.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Have a look. My services don't come cheap, mind. Come again when you've more coin to...
No purchases to be made today, I see.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you... dare try to take anything without paying for it first. Always a pleasure.
Welcome.
I wish life was nothing but the good bits.
Well,
Well met. This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
That's bloody early. Hey! That the best you can do?
One day, I'm going to have me.
Fall for it.
Show 'em what you're made of, cuz!
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talent.
I'm glad to see you in such fine fettle, Arisen. You're even more impressive than when I last clapped eyes on you. Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phaesus' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
I believe in is myself.
Too few of my peers are motivated by loyalty.
This place never is calmness. The heavens will surely heed our earnest prayers. Good day, sir.
I'd kill for some decent sleep.
The same is true of you, is it not? We have faith that you will not abandon us in our hour of need.
You're the Arisen, aye? And here I had taken you for dead. I am to inform you that Lord Phaesus requests your presence at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. As to whether you heed him, I...
I only hope my best is good enough.
I fear I'll make for poor conversation.
Mustn't panic! Mustn't panic!
As well I should be this prayer.
The discord twixt pawns and
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
Indeed. And the rest...
Our foes are like to use the dark against us.
This armor's far from comfortable.
Where to now? An intriguing result. Most intriguing.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.